Welcome back to Cake and Bake. I'm Cake.
And I'm Sniffy McGiggle Farts.
Welcome back to Cake and Bake. We're going to answer some questions. We're going to do a Q&A episode.
We asked for a shout out and we received a lot of questions. So, should we answer all these or some of them?
Let's go through all of them.
All of them.
Knock them out. This is one big Q&A video. We used to do Verbal War, or was it Word War?
Verbal Wars.
It's Verbal War Wednesday.
Yep.
So this is just going to be one Q&A. Instead of doing a bunch of Verbal Wars, we're going to get it all out of the way.
Yeah, and it's a lot, so we should probably try to answer them quickly, right? Relatively.
Yeah, if there's a conversation, there's a conversation.
Okay, alright, sounds good.
And if there's any questions that you have that you didn't see the post about questions or something, throw them down below. We'll get them in the next Q&A.
Feel free to ask.
Starting out.
Yep, we have a few questions from Krista Davis, who is my wife.
My wife.
Yep. First question is, if you could look like someone famous, who would it be?
Do you have an answer for this? I don't have an answer. I'm trying to think of somebody with a better beard than mine, because I don't like my beard right now.
I guess I really don't care on what people think I look like. So it's kind of a hard question for me to answer. If I could be somebody that was famous, I don't know. I think that I would like to look like Jim Carrey or Robin Williams. And some people would say those people aren't the most attractive people, but I don't really care about that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not even thinking about looking like more attractive or this or that. I just want a better beard. Like, I'm happy with the color. I'm
Priorities.
happy with everything else. Well, I'm cool with how I look. I don't have too much of a problem with how I look, but I just wish my beard was bigger.
So you don't have an answer?
I will say, I'm trying
Who's that rapper that has a beard like yours?
Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Just look like
Is his beard better than yours?
So I would just look the same, but shorter, fatter, and a nicer beard.
And could cook better.
Wow. I mean,
okay.
he grew up in 5-star restaurants in New York.
Let's move on. We got a lot to go through. What female celebrity do you wish was your sister?
My sisters are celebrities in my eyes. No, that's not the question. That's not the answer. I just forgot her name. Aubrey?
You see, my problem is I have a really hard time with celebrities' names in general.
Well, you talk while I look mine up, and then I'll talk while you look yours up.
That's gonna take forever.
Found mine.
Wow. That was fast.
So you want to look yours up?
You know, the first thing I'm like, in my mind, I'm thinking, who's the most attractive actress? But I'm like, would I want my sister to be the most attractive actress? No, I wouldn't.
All right, stop.
Hammer time.
All right, I got Aubrey Plaza. She was in Parks and Rec, Dirty Grandpa, Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
That's good.
Her.
Dude, she would be an awesome sister.
I just think she'd be super fun to hang out with.
That would be an awesome sister. That's a good one.
I think I just watched like an interview with her earlier, so it's like fresh in my mind, but I think she'd be super fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
So that's my answer, Aubrey Plaza.
I don't have an answer.
Who's your hot sister?
No. This is hard.
Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, okay. That's a good idea. What's the last compliment you got?
Well, not how great my cooking is. Because you just shit all over that.
That's right. Weebie. So, last compliment I got. It's probably from you.
Oh.
I just can't remember what it was. You complimented me not that long ago. I know, because it sits here.
Yeah. I can't think of compliments. I think it's natural for people.
Your wife said I love you.
That's true.
Yep, I heard it.
That's not much of a compliment, though.
Yeah, it is that she loves you.
It's showing affection.
That she loves you. I think that's a compliment. It depends on how you take it, because you're the receiver. He's the receiver.
But I also think it's natural for people to remember the bad things. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
10 great things could happen to you, and you could get 10 great compliments. but that one thing is going to be what sticks out in your
That's
mind,
true.
and that's just like
you
a
know,
natural.
my wife compliments me a lot too through text
Yeah.
message and stuff. 'Cause I'm in Indiana, but she does. So
So we're gonna leave that with the compliments.
yeah.
What's the next one?
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Mine is Fight Club.
Mine is When Dreams May Come.
Never seen that movie.
Yes, you have.
I might have seen that movie. Who's in it?
Robin Williams. I got it from your house.
That doesn't mean I've seen it.
I know. You had a lot of movies.
There were a lot.
No, it's a movie starring Robin Williams where he has a wife and 2 kids, and a car accident happens, and both of his kids pass away. He's really depressed. He's really down. His wife is really depressed, really down. His wife ends up committing suicide.
Oh, I do know. I remember you telling me
Yeah.
about this.
So then
movie.
he's by himself completely, and does he commit suicide?
I don't think so. I think there is something. His wife.
Accident happens, and he stops to see if the guy is okay. And as he's seeing that the guy is okay, a car comes and wipes him out.
But he goes to heaven and his wife is in
Right,
hell.
he goes to heaven. He asks where his wife is, and he finds out that she went to hell because she committed suicide. And everybody that commits suicide goes to hell. So he goes through heaven to hell to get his wife, to bring her back up to heaven, and it's kind of his journey. And he gets the help from his kids, who are angels, and it's just a really
Positive movie.
yeah, it's safe to say. And Robin Williams was an amazing actor.
Yep.
So that
I would
was
agree.
definitely my favorite movie.
Yeah, I would say Fight Club or School of Rock.
School of Rock was good. Yeah. Do you like how I gave this giant explanation to my movie and you just gave me the title?
Well, I mean, what can I... Have you seen Fight Club?
It was a really long time ago.
How can you... You can't really explain Fight Club without giving too much away. Because there's such a thing. They make an underground Fight Club. You can't talk about Fight Club. So I'm not going to talk about Fight Club.
Alright.
No, but then School of Rock is a musician.
Yep.
Ends up weaseling his way into a substitute teacher position. Teaches the kids. Finds out they're really good musicians. Writes music with these kids and takes them to a battle of bands. If you want to know more, watch
Good
the
movie.
movies.
Jack
Yeah.
Black is a man. Would you do the chicken nugget challenge again? Yes, I would.
I would not.
I really like chicken nuggets, so any excuse to have to eat more chicken nuggets, I would. I just would.
I would do a different version of the chicken nugget challenge. I would do like
That's safe. That's safe.
I would do like who can eat a 10-piece faster,
Sure.
or like
Yeah.
even a 20-piece. But the amount that we ate of chicken nuggets was painful.
I think I ate my amount. And then I started working on yours. And then I decided this is a really bad idea. And I regretted it.
Yep.
So,
I would do a different chicken nugget challenge, not the same chicken nugget challenge. So
word. All right, next question is what made you start Cake and Bake?
That's what started it all.
Yeah. Well,
We hung out. We hung out a lot, and we watched YouTube, and we're like, if we're hanging out, why don't we put something on YouTube? And I think that kind of started it moving.
I mean,
And then
to be completely honest with the public, Jake has a lot of crazy harebrained ideas. Like you wanted to start a motorcycle gang and all get matching jackets.
not a gang,
A club, I'm sorry.
not
club.
a gang. I'm
Well,
not
you know,
about
the
the
YouTube
stuff
challenge, our YouTube channel, which I'm in agreement with. There was a printing company. There was something else. A band. You know, there's a lot of different ideas you have, and they're not bad ideas. But you know, some of them. I mean, how far do you go with an idea? You get an idea, you try it, it works, awesome. You continue with it, and the bad ones you disband, and that's what it was. He had an idea, wanted to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, hell yeah, I'll do a YouTube channel with you. We tried it, we liked it, and we realized that the only way that we can continue to do a YouTube channel is if it's for fun. And if it's not because we're trying to get anything else out of it. Right? Is that safe to say?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything is that way.
Yeah.
I don't think you should do anything with intentions of getting money or being rich or famous. Because if you're doing things for that reason, it's wrong.
Yeah,
And you're going to lose interest in it very quickly.
Yeah.
Also just trying new things. Like, I try all these things, and a lot of them do fail. But, you know, one of those could be something that lasts for a long time. And
you get a lot out of it.
And you won't know until you try them. So.
Right. You don't have that experience unless you say, hey, I tried that and this.
And that's what I tell people. Some people have seen this channel or have heard my music or have been a part or seen any of the other things that I've started. They ask why or how can I do something like that? And it's just try. Just give it an honest effort. If you don't like it, stop doing it.
Yeah.
If you like it, you don't know that you... Like, I know some... I work at a pizza place now, and some of the girls there know that I've had a YouTube channel, and they're like, I want to start a makeup channel, but I don't know if I could. I don't know if it would go well. I'm like, just do it.
Right.
Yeah, you know, post some videos. If you do it and you love it, keep doing it. Keep working at it. Keep making it better. If you don't like it after a couple videos, just stop. Nothing's...
I mean, I don't think I've ever laughed harder than when I've done some challenges with you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. There was something where we had to lay something on our face and try to get it into our mouth or something.
Oh, yeah.
And you and I were dying. Like, it was...
That was fun, though.
Yeah, you know, and it's just one of those things.
Or the wide mouth challenge, when we put the spreaders in our mouth and we were trying to eat stuff.
It's not about how many likes or subscribers or money or anything. It's about how much fun you had when you did it. And that's why we do it. That's why we started it. Because we have fun when we're together. And a YouTube channel brings us together. We do stuff together. We have a lot of fun. That's why.
And honestly, we probably wouldn't have done a lot of these things and have seen how fun they were if it wasn't for the channel.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Last question from Carissa is, what's a random fact about you? Random fact about me. The biggest fear that I have is being dropped into the ocean where you can't touch, which is most of it, and just left there. That's definitely my biggest fear, and that's a random fact about me.
Would that make it so you don't go out into the ocean? Or, like, you would only...
I'm really
so
afraid.
far?
Like, I would go swimming in the ocean close to shore, but I'd be, like, afraid to go past waist deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, my little sister lives out in California, and we were out there visiting, and I was talking to a fisherman. But, they said that they'll go out in a boat and go fishing, but they don't like to go out past seeing land. So, you know, they'll go out.
That's fair to say.
They'll go out as far as they can see land when they turn around, but as soon as land disappears, they get to where they can see land.
Yeah, that's fair.
But then there was another guy out there that was a fisher man, and he's like, I love just being out in the middle of the ocean on my boat fishing, and then hopefully the GPS doesn't go out when I try to get home, and that was what he loved.
Yeah.
So,
all right. So what's a random fact about you?
A random fact about me. I have 2 cats, a dog, and a dragon.
He's got a dragon.
A dragon named Toothless.
Toothless.
It's a night. It's a night fury. No, you don't get that reference.
Mm-hmm.
It's a night fury.
I'm gonna spray paint him black tonight while you sleep.
Don't do that. He might die.
Oh.
I have a bearded dragon named Toothless.
All right. Now we've got some questions from Gina Davis, my sister, not the actress.
2 E's.
2 E's, not an I. How long has it been since your last episode? You looked that up.
I actually looked this one up.
It's roughly 2 years ago, right?
May 29th, 2016. So yeah.
A long time.
And today is November 3rd. So it's been about 2.5 years.
Yeah. But like I said, our lives were in different spots. And, I mean, between this time, we did talk about getting together and filming more Cake and Bake. But, you know, it just wasn't the right time. Now it is. So.
And a lot of times when we get together, it's just for a couple hours or an evening, you know, and if we're going to put out video, we want to make sure it's decent. Otherwise, we're just going to enjoy the time that we have together rather than making it into something that may be a little bit of work. And we want to just enjoy, like, get some dinner or I like to go see like Junior and
Yeah,
you know, and
absolutely.
so Yeah.
What are a couple big things that have happened in each of your lives since then that you would like to share?
I mean, I think you have a pretty big one.
Yeah, I had a kid, Hudson Davis, and that was a rough road, man.
But I think it's all worth it in the end.
Yeah, it is. You know, I think depending on your religion status and what you believe in, you know, I believe that things happen in my life for a reason, and I was put through that to realize how much certain things are worth. My child was in the hospital for 97 days. It was over 3 months. It was a long time going to Madison every single day. And it wasn't a smooth road. It was up and down and around, and it was stressful. But I think I went through that to realize that, you know, life is precious, you know, and what I have now is, there's just no value that you could put on it. You know, I have a son now who's completely healthy. He's great.
Yeah,
You know,
met him the other day for the
yeah,
first time.
Super happy.
Just a happy little kid.
Yeah, so
jumping around
and there's a lot more things than that, you know,
Yeah.
but that's the big one.
But it's nice though, because you know, looking at him and hanging out with him for a little bit, you wouldn't even know that
No, you wouldn't.
he went
You
through
wouldn't
all
know.
that, and all that stuff was rough for him. But he's been through all that, and
Yeah,
now he's just a happy little kid, and
absolutely. What about
that's
you?
awesome. I moved to Indiana, moved out of state, moved away from Wisconsin for a little bit. Not super thrilled about the location, if we're being honest, but it's good to see some new scenery, and I know that I want to move again in the future. So, but yep, moved.
Hopefully we can get him to move that way, but see what happens.
So yeah, moved.
If you had the opportunity to vlog full time and make a living, would you quit your day job? Why or why not? First of all, I don't have a day job. I have a night job because I work third shift. But I wouldn't. I love vlogging. It's super fun and enjoyable, and if I got paid, that would be awesome too. But it is very, very rare to have a job that you enjoy and that you like going to, that pays you well, that you feel good at, and I feel all of those things, and that's hard to come by. So I would not.
That's not happening to me right now, so it'd be hard to say because right now I just deliver pizzas part time because I'm back in college and stuff like that as well. But if I was making a living from it, I would quit my day job.
Yep.
I mean, I don't get the feelings that you just explained from delivering pizzas. I make a decent amount of money, but
Right, but that's not to say that there isn't a job out there that could make you feel
Right.
that way, because there is.
and I think what a lot of people don't understand about vloggers is they do a lot of work, you know, and
And I can't even say that I fully experienced that. You know, these videos, they have to be edited. There's an intro that has to be put in it. You have to go through each video, cut out any stuff that doesn't belong there, you know, and make it presentable. You know, try to tweak the volume in certain quiet spots, and, you know, delete things that should not should not go into the video. You know, and then you've got to post it to social media. You got to post it to Facebook. You got to put it on your wall. You know, you've got to push it out there. You know, it's a lot of work. It's not a simple thing.
and that's just after the camera.
Right.
You know, there's a lot
Yeah.
of planning and stuff before the camera.
Yep. Ideas.
Where a lot of these daily vloggers are, you might only see 10, 15 minutes of their day, but they're filming on and off all day, and then at the end of the night they have to still edit the video, put it up, and then when they wake up the next day they have to start it all over.
Yeah, to give a good reference, was it My Mythical Morning?
Good Mythical Morning. That's a little bit different because
No, but
they have a whole production team.
right, but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Good Mythical Morning is a YouTube channel that's really good that
Mhm.
you know we've watched a couple times, and they have a whole crew. They have a whole crew. They have a whole scene. There's a bunch of people that help out. I mean, it's not just the two guys, you know. And granted, they make a living off it, so they can afford that. But you know, it's not that simple.
But with a lot of daily vloggers, they're doing it all themselves.
Right.
you know, and
It's a lot of work.
they have to. They basically, I've heard a lot of them talk about how they stay up late just to make sure the video goes up, or gets scheduled and edited and whatever, and then in the morning they have to turn the camera on and decide if this needs to be in the video or if this is entertaining enough for their audience, and all kinds of stuff goes into that. So I think a lot of people who don't understand vlogging think it's just 10 minutes of your day. Why is that a problem? Why do you make money from it? But it's a lot bigger than that. So
And Gina, we're not saying you don't understand what vlogging is. We're just saying that there's a lot that goes into
yeah,
it. That's all.
and I don't know if I would even be able to do all of that, let alone hold a job while I'm doing it all. And you know, there's a lot of thought that goes into that. So I think, to answer your question, I would quit my day job currently to be a vlogger. And you said you wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
There you
no.
go.
I would love to still do it as a hobby, and on the side, I would love to be part of it, but I wouldn't quit my job over it, no.
There you go.
So, I think that wraps it up for one episode.
All right.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So,
We still got a couple questions left, and we're
Yep.
going to put that in another Q&A.
so stay tuned.
And that's it. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
And hitting the like button.
And the bell button.